The woman was washing her face, but when she looked up, she was terrified to see a man appear in the mirror. Then the surroundings began to dissolve and split apart. When Ellie came to her senses, she found herself in a strange bathroom, and in the bathtub across from her lay a man. Ellie was terrified. At that moment, a strange figure crept out from behind her. Ellie suddenly woke up. She found herself lying on the floor of her room. Strangely, a large amount of jam-like liquid was flowing from the back of her head. Ellie thought what happened last night was just a nightmare, but she never expected the scenes from her dream to come true. Soon Officer John received a report. A janitor had discovered a murder. After careful investigation, the police confirmed that the victim was the chief doctor of a private hospital. Just then John found an old photo of a girl. On the back was written the patient's name, Emily. Given the victim's identity, John suspected it might be a patient's revenge against the doctor. So he gave the photo to the forensic team and asked them to simulate what the girl would look like 30 years later. Meanwhile, Ellie witnessed another strange scene. While she was sleeping, a man suddenly appeared beside her. Ellie screamed in fear. Then that eerie shadow appeared again. Ellie screamed and woke up from her dream. Hearing the noise, her sister Lucy rushed in. Ellie said with a terrified expression that she had seen another murder. Her description was so vivid, Lucy decided to take her to the police. Based on Ellie's dream clues, John led his team to the location. They found a room that was unlocked. John immediately became alert. When he opened the door, they indeed found the victim. After confirming the case was real, Ellie became even more frightened. She went to the bathroom to calm down, but suddenly the lights began to flicker. Then her phone rang. The caller ID showed an unknown number. Ellie felt uneasy. When she answered the call, a strange voice came through. Hearing that voice made Ellie emotional. She instinctively called out the name Gabriel. The name was both familiar and foreign to Ellie, because she had lost all memory before the age of 8. Meanwhile, John received the simulated photo from the tech team. When he saw the photo, John was shocked. The grown-up girl looked exactly like Ellie. It turned out Ellie was the patient Emily. In her medical records, John also found a group photo of the doctors. More importantly, 2 of them were already dead, and the 3rd would be next soon. To uncover the truth, John decided to ask a hypnotist to help Ellie recover her memories. Under hypnosis, Ellie remembered something from her childhood. It turned out Gabriel had always been with her. After Ellie was adopted, he even manipulated her to kill the baby her foster mother was carrying. One day, Ellie accidentally ruined her foster mother's birthday cake. When her parents scolded her, Ellie said it was Gabriel's doing. Then she angrily ran back to her room. That night, Gabriel appeared. He persuaded Ellie to take a knife, cut a piece of cake, and apologize to her mother. But just as Ellie was about to do it, a scream snapped her out of it. Then the surroundings began to dissolve again. Ellie started convulsing violently under hypnosis. The hypnotist had to wake her up immediately. But strangely, in Ellie's memories, no one else could see Gabriel. Now all the evidence pointed to Ellie, so the police had to take her into custody. But Lucy firmly believed Ellie was innocent, so she went alone to the abandoned private hospital. Although the place was long abandoned, after hours of searching, Lucy finally found Ellie's childhood medical file.